Hey, Chem 1010 students. I am Professor Bean. I am your instructor for this course. Um, this is the first time we're running the course. You guys are all guinea pigs, but I expect you to help me with feedback. Please don't hesitate to give me feedback as we go along. If you need more of something, let me know. If something's working, I appreciate knowing, but if something's not working, you definitely let me know. I am very hands-on in this course. I am available to you for virtual meetings as well as responses to emails and discussion board posts. So please reach out if you have questions. This is Introduction to Chemistry 1 for non-science majors. I don't expect that you've had any chemistry whatsoever except for what you had in science classes in junior high. But having a background is definitely going to help you, but don't overthink anything. All right, so this is our eLearn site. You'll always have news items up here unless you get rid of them with this X. This X dismisses it. It doesn't delete them. It just dismisses them, and you can always get back to them by going to the news tool, and you can scroll down and see the one that you dismissed, and using this drop down, you can restore it. And so if I go back to the home page, I will see that news item restored. You do want to read these. I do mark you for attendance for scholarship and financial aid purposes, so make sure that you've done what you need to do. Your course will be amongst these. I probably have more courses than you do, but it is the Chem 1010, N11, and N12. You're in one of those two sections. All right. This is me, and that is a link to my team site. It's like an instant messaging site as well as a place where we can meet virtually. There is some course information that you need to read through, and basically you're going to start the course by going to content. Everything on the course will either be on this page or on the content page, and the content page will link to the things in this course. The Read Me First was the pop-up that came up when you first logged in that you could dismiss. You can always get back to it. Let me go back here to our home page. This shows the first time you come into the course. If you ever want to get back to it, you can do this. If you don't click the dismiss, then it just keeps coming back until you click the dismiss. All right. Getting started. Some very important information here. There's our syllabus. This is broken up into categories. Let me go into the first one. There's our syllabus. This is a good way to look at our schedule of what's happening each week. This is a 7-week course, so it does move very fast. You can see basically we're doing a module a week. We'll have a couple of homeworks, a quiz, and a lab or two due each week. And so you can see the due dates laid out here. If I change the due dates, it will never be to make them shorter. It will be to extend them. Let me know if something is going on where one of these due dates may be tough for you. Talk to me about what's happening and we'll discuss it. But I like this overview. I keep a copy of this in my notebook. All right. Best way to communicate with me is through the email here in eLearn. Although you can go to our team site and I do check instant messages there, or you can post on the discussion board. And I have been loving reading your introductions. If you haven't posted your introduction yet, please be sure you post that. All right, let me go back to course overview. Very important. We have Microsoft Office for free. I should make this more prominent. I may make a news item about this. As a Chat State student, you have access to Microsoft Office for free. You should download it. It gives you a OneDrive, which is a cloud storage. It gives you the Teams app and login, which is where I have my virtual office and can do virtual meetings. And it gives you this tool, Microsoft Lens, which allows you to take pictures with your phone and combine them into a PDF. And there's a quick video here showing you how it works. You will be uploading handwritten work in this class, and so this Microsoft Lens tool is going to be very useful for you to do that. So please take a look at this. Again, I'm trying to post this in a lot of different places as I give replies to you and instructions to you, because this is an easy way to do it. All right, so that was all in our course overview. Let me go back. There's our course overview. We also have a how to succeed. This has just got some information that you should take a look at. And then the one activity I'm looking at for attendance reporting is that you have posted on the introduction discussion board. And again, a lot of you have been doing that. That's awesome. You'll notice how you get check marks over here when you have completed activities. This is still showing a 1 instead of a check mark for me because I haven't posted yet. I also see a dot over here. So once you've posted on that, you're going to get a check mark over here. You should immediately then begin in Module 1, and that is due by the end of this week. We do have an assignment due before the end of the week. We'll talk about that, but Module 1, Week 1 goes together. And again, essentially a module a week until we get down at the very end, and then we have to squeeze a little bit in it, but they're really short modules. I'm going to be building these. There's nothing here to see yet. I'm building out that material, and I should be getting ahead of you here shortly. But Module 1 is done except for the quiz. I'm working on it. But it'll always be split up, each module, into the reading and videos, the homework and the quizzes, and any labs. There will also be a module for our midterm and a module for our final exam. So the readings and the videos, if I click into it, we have chapters 1, 2, and 3 in our textbook assignment. There's our textbook assignment. Again, I got a check mark because I've already looked at it. We have a free online textbook, and so there's a link to it. And then I've tried to give you links here. Let me see if it works, to the actual chapter where we're starting. It does work. Yay. I think I already tried that. If I just click on the textbook, I can see the entire textbook laid out. We're not covering every single one of these chapters, but we're covering about half of it. Chem 1020 will cover the other half. If you're interested, there are other textbooks. This is beginning chemistry. There was another one here that I really liked. This is the one we're using. I really like this one below it too. It's got some good stuff in it. You're welcome to poke around here and see if there are other textbooks on this page that also help you learn the material. It's not required, but you might find it useful. All right, so that is your reading assignment, your textbook assignment, your lecture assignment. And then just today, so if you look before this, you didn't see them, there are some videos that I have that go over the chapter 1 and 2 material and the chapter 3 material. I think most of the other weeks will only be covering one chapter, and so it may not be broken out, but there are some short videos that I've done in the past. You can always watch these on YouTube, and you can watch them in fast speed if you want to. You can watch this on YouTube by clicking that link out there. All right, so that's our reading and watching. We also have a submodule here for our homeworks and quizzes. And again, everything will be linked here in content. Anything that you have to do is here in content, and you've got a little check mark when you're finished with it. I haven't done this yet. You should be working on it now. It is due January 23rd. You can access it after that due date, but you may not get graded for it. You may just at that point be doing it for practice. I try to make my questions on the homework in order to help you on the quiz, and then the homework and the quiz questions help you on the exam. So take heed. Do these over and over again until you get them right. It's not going to show you the right answer, but you're welcome to post on the discussion board if you need help on one and want to know what the answer is. You're welcome to come visit me in my real office or my virtual office so that we can go over any of these. But right now, it is not showing you the answers, but it is telling you if you got something correct. There is an extra credit assignment. You will have to upload work on quizzes and exams, especially exams, or else you're going to lose lots of points. And so in order to make sure we know how, this is practice for that, and I am giving you some extra credit for it. You're going to work out some of the homework problems on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter if they're right or wrong. That's not what you're getting graded on. You're getting graded on showing that work. It's got to be at least, and I have, when you go to this homework assignment, it's given suggested ones to show your work. On this first extra credit assignment, I'm not going to be looking at that closely. On a quiz and exam, I'll need to see the work on the ones that say show your work. So just saying. For this practice, it does have to be at least 2 pages so that I know you know how to do that, because your exam may require more than 2 pages. And I want to make sure that you know how to do that. All right. And again, there's a link to that place up here in our content that tells you about that Microsoft Lens app. There is our second homework. This just went live earlier today. It is not due until Sunday. Again, these are practice questions to help you succeed on the quiz and the exam. And please don't hesitate to post any of them you want on our discussion board. You can share questions and answers with your classmates freely. These are meant to be worked together. When your quiz link goes up here, that is meant to be done on your own in a limited amount of time. And when we get ready, when I get that up there, I'll make a quick video about that. So we'll talk more. But the quiz is a little higher stakes and it's a lot more independent. All right, so that's your homework and quizzes. Each week you will have 1 or 2. I think most weeks is just 1 lab. This week there are 2 because they're very short. So there is a safety lab and a classifying matter. Your labs will mainly be look at this picture or these information and answer these questions. Some of them will be simulations, so go to the simulation site and here are your instructions and answer these questions. So your first one is the safety lab. You've got a video to watch and there's your lab report. You can retake this one if you don't make 100 because it's about lab safety. It's a multiple choice quiz. Every other lab report, again, there'll be some instructions or videos, something to watch, a simulation with instructions, that sort of thing, and then your lab report. And each of the lab reports after the safety, you get 1 chance at it, but it's not timed. So you can go in, you can work on it, you can come out, you can go back, you can work with your classmates on labs. Lab is a team sport, but each person has to turn in his or her own report. And so that's your lab material. And each week is going to have those sections with your reading videos, your homework and quizzes, and your lab activities. And we'll move along like that. Please don't hesitate to holler if you have any questions. You guys got this. It's going to be a fun semester. My goal is that everybody gets an A because everybody's going to do the work and ask when they have questions. All right, good job.